Hi friends, Phyllis King here, welcome. I thought it would be fun to share with you the top 3 things that people ask me about and are concerned about, and general responses that apply to most people. Everyone's situation is unique, obviously, and there's nuance and things you have to drill down a little more specifically. But in essence, I find over and over people miss a couple key elements when they're trying to sort through these 3 areas. Now, the first is love, the second is work, career, money, and the third is, am I doing the right thing? Can I trust myself to make this change, if you will? And I say to begin with all 3, we want to always try to step back. It's so easy to get hyper focused on this little small spot in our life and exclude everything else. Oh, this relationship isn't working, or I don't have a relationship, or how do I go get one? And we get just so zeroed in on that one question, we forget about all the other elements in our energy that are either magnetizing something wonderful to us or expelling something wonderful from us. So with relationships in particular, I think people forget 2 things. One is that relationships are mechanisms for growth. Yes, we want sex, we want love, we want vacations and good meals. It all comes with companionship. But we forget that they also are the perfect mechanism for mirrors to help us look at our own unmet needs, to help us see what we haven't yet healed in our own space. And so when things start to get unbalanced, we immediately start going to what's wrong with me, or why doesn't he, she love me, and what's the problem? And we start spinning on one little piece of our total collective consciousness, if you will. And so whatever's going on in your love life, however that's working for you, step back, get the bird's eye view, and look at all the elements impacting your situation. And most importantly, look at your own reactivity. What am I feeling? And am I feeling unloved? Am I feeling less than? Am I feeling that it's just not possible? And if you are, that's yours to heal. That's yours to fill up. And that's the gift of the challenge of relationship. If growth and expansion were easy, we would never think twice about it, but often it's the discomfort, it's the uncomfortable things we go through that inspire us to learn more, grow more, and figure things out in a different way. So whatever your conundrum in your relationship space, zoom out. Don't zoom in, zoom out to look at the bigger picture and all the elements going on to try and solve your situation. The next question comes around work and money. What do I do? Can I make money at my passion, or is it time to leave this job, or I hate what I do, or I kind of like what I do, or what's the right thing to do? This one is pretty easy to solve in most situations if you just look at it in terms of energy and the content of your energy, the content of the energy you're using to solve your challenges. And if you notice you're in a job that's kind of so-so, or you don't like it, it's important to pay attention to the energy of it and then say, is this it for my well-being or not for my well-being? We tend to think in terms of only the tangible energies of money, or I've been at this job for a certain amount of time, or this job is located in one state or another, I don't want to move, I do want to move, whatever your story. But if you break it down to energy and say, well, I am a person who likes ABC energy, I'm creative, or I'm analytical, or I'm physical, whatever it is, I need those attributes in my life. It doesn't have to be all or nothing, but if you create a formula or a recipe in your own life and balance out your energies. Let's say your job doesn't necessarily get you fired up, you're not passionate. Well, make sure you're balancing in other parts of your life with passion and purpose. Make sure you're bringing things into balance in that way. And then you can have a rich, full experience despite the fact that how you're earning money may not be your most joyous moment in life. And if you're looking for work, again, it's kind of similar to the love equation. when you're trying to attract a partner. You really have to expose yourself. You have to be vulnerable. You have to be willing to let people see who you are, really see who you are, not just the keywords on your resume, but you have to really be able to show energetically what you are, and exposure and exposing yourself. And I'm not talking trench coat. I'm really talking about what are your gifts and talents, and stepping just outside of the box enough so that those people, those organizations that want what you have can see you. You know, I think we all try and blend too much. We're trying to not stand out. And no, I don't want you to be antisocial or, you know, opposite to culture. But you have to set yourself apart, and you do that by showing who you are. And the last question comes about in, am I doing the right thing? How can I trust myself? And usually in this question, people are trying to make a decision about something. And there's always an element of risk when there's an unknown piece. Okay, I can calculate and I can analyze up one side and down the other, but at the end of the day, there's an element of unknown that there's nothing we can do about. But that's part of the juicy, delicious part of expanding ourselves and trying to become more. Yes, it's possible we can make an error and we won't like our decision, but very few mistakes can't be corrected. We can right them. I mean, I always make this joke, short of felonies and, you know, becoming incarcerated for long periods of time, it's difficult to sort of wreck your life experience. But I want to say, even those people that have felonies and records, that's a different life path, and there's other elements and avenues one can go down to experience their fullness. But in mainstream culture, there's very few things you can't come back from. And the most important piece, again, look at the energy of it. Decide what your real goal is. What am I trying to accomplish by making this adjustment? And are the steps I'm putting in place, are they, logically speaking, will they actually take me there? And energetically, will they take me there? Am I in alignment with them? And most often people know, they know what their next step is, and they just need validation of what their next step should be. But I would say more than anything, give yourself permission to make a mistake. Give yourself room to try on the things that you want to try on, and that it's rarely a mistake to enhance your experience and try something new. So that's sort of a quick version of something that comes up often in situations when people are struggling with various ideas. So anyhow, I hope that was fun, interesting, or helpful in some way. And I thank you for watching. Have a great day.